My team member is leaving, Rajiv. After 2 years of working with us, they are finding another job and moving on. So what's the point of me putting in the time, money, effort in training that person, teaching that person, rewarding that person, trusting that person? Now this is how most business owners react when a team member leaves them. But what I want you to understand is this. If you want to retain people, it's not just about you paying them money. It's also about you designing a career growth path for them within your organization so that they have a strong enough reason to stay and continue working with you. In this video, I'm going to break down for you how do you design a career growth path for your team members so that you don't face this challenge where you give them the initial training, you teach them everything, and after 1 or 2 years and find a better career for themselves. So make sure you watch this video till the end, and also towards the end of this video, I have a special invitation for you to take your business results to a whole new level. So watch the video till the end. So while I take you through this journey of how do you design a career growth path for your team members, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 questions that you need to answer as a business owner for your team members to give them clarity of a career growth path. And as I break down these 3 questions for you, I'm going to do it through a story of one of my team members so that you understand how do you practically design a career growth path for your team members. So let's get started with this. Here is Naveen. Now if you see Naveen's picture, he looks like a man in a maga. This is what we call the son of a soil, okay, in a Kannada movie. Now Naveen joined my event management company 7 years ago. He joined my event management company 7 years ago, and he joined this company 7 years ago for the role of a runner. A runner is a person who runs around for anything. Naveen get breakfast, Naveen get lunch, Naveen go get Xerox, Naveen go pick up this parcel, Naveen go drop this parcel, Naveen go buy this from the market, get evening snack and come. He doesn't come from a qualified educational background. He's like your typical blue collar staff who'll run around and do everything. And he joined our company as a runner for a salary of 8,000 rupees a month. Now when he joined, on the first day of him joining, we gave him the personal aspiration questionnaire. We said, fill in these in your own way. Naveen answered the questions in his own way. He could not write properly. Somebody sat with him and he answered the questions. In that questionnaire, there was question number 6. What do you want to earn as a salary from next year? On day 1 of him joining, we asked him, what is the salary you want to earn from next year? Now, he had joined us for a salary of 8,000 rupees. He answered 12,000 rupees from next year. Question number 7, what role do you need to play or what do you need to contribute to deserve this pay? Naveen's answer on day 1, I don't know. Question number 8, what skills and knowledge do you need to develop to fit into that future role? Naveen's answer, I don't know. In our business, and this is something I'm going to recommend to all of you. So what we do is either me or my business partner, Bhakti, we do a one-to-one meeting with every team member, a one-to-one meeting once in 45 days minimum. And I feel that's a very healthy practice for any business owner to follow. If you're less than 30 people, at least once in 45 days, meet every team member once. Sit with that one-to-one and understand how is work going, what are the challenges they are facing, give them feedback, guide them, understand what's happening in their life. It's a very good system. If you're an SME or a corporate entrepreneur, you do this one-to-one with your managers and make sure your managers do it with their relevant team members. Every business should do this. And this is not just work-based one-to-one. This is life-based one-to-one to check how is their health, how are things at home, how are they saving their money, what is happening in their life, even give them feedback around work. Beautiful system of keeping the team tight. So if you're a micro enterprise, you do one-to-one with every team member once in 45 days with your managers and let your managers do it with their team members. But every 45 days, every person should have one-to-one at least with their reporting manager or with the business owner. Now, we had the system. So after Naveen joined, within 45 days, I sat with Naveen one-to-one. I sat with Naveen one-to-one and I asked Naveen, so Naveen, and when you sit one-to-one, no, listen carefully. When you sit one-to-one, you should always carry that personal aspiration questionnaire. If you sit with that personal aspiration questionnaire in the one-to-one and discuss their goals, understand their story, understand their challenges, give them guidance. It's a very, very powerful method of mentoring and guiding people and helping them achieve their personal aspirations. So, I sat with Naveen. I said, okay, Naveen, you're getting paid 8,000. You want to earn 12,000 from next year, which is great. I said, you want to earn 12,000, which is great. But Naveen, for us to give you a career growth, we cannot pay 8,000 rupees to a runner. We cannot pay 12,000 rupees to a runner. 8,000 is a good salary for a runner. But if you want to grow to 12,000 rupees, then you need to grow in your career. So for you to earn 12,000 rupees, you should play the role of an event operations executive. He said, sir, what is event operations executive? So I gave him clarity of next level career growth. I said, events operations executive is a person who runs around to procure event materials. Now we are an event management company. So I said, your job will be to run around to procure event materials. Like today, you're running around for anything and everything. But when you become an event operations executive, you have to go to the market and source workbooks. You have to source the lanyards, the badges. You have to get the flex backdrop printed. You have to make sure that the conference kits are ready. Or if you're doing a social event, you have to make sure props are there for the photo op wall. So it's basically sourcing of all event related materials. That is event operations executive. For that role, we can pay 12,000. But for you to grow to that role, firstly, you need to do your job well in the existing role. And in the existing role as a runner, your job is to make sure you do whatever work is given to you on time and you never say no to anybody. So 2 goals I gave him in his existing role. Not saying no to people and doing the work of people on time. Now for a runner, that is the goal, right? To make sure that they do the work on time and never say no to anyone. So that is his goal for his existing role. Now, have I given him clarity of what is his goal in the existing role? Yes. Have I given him clarity of what could be his future role? Yes. Have I given him clarity of what skills and knowledge he needs to develop to fit into the future role? Yes. Now, through the year, Naveen does his job as a runner really well. At the end of the year, he gets promoted from a runner to an event operations executive. From 8,000 rupees, his salary goes up to 12,000 rupees. That's not the end. When we promote him and we give him the salary of 12,000 rupees, we also give him the personal aspiration questionnaire again. He fills the personal aspiration question again for next year, because this has to be done once in a year. Question number 6 again. What is the salary you want to earn from next year? Now he writes 18,000 rupees. In brackets he writes, sister's wedding next year, need to save money. Question number 7. What role do you need to play to deserve this pay? Naveen writes, I don't know. Question number 8. What skills and knowledge do you need to develop to deserve this pay? Naveen writes, I don't know. What he wants? He said 18,000. I said, wow, Naveen, from 12,000 you want a 50% increment to 18,000. Great ambition. So I told him, but for that, you need to fulfill your goals in the existing role. So as an event operations executive, your goal in this role is to procure event materials on time. Your goal is to procure event materials as per the quality approved by the event project manager. And your goal is to procure the materials within the budget. So time, cost, quality. These 3 became his goals in the existing role. That was the clarity I gave him. I said, now, if you want to grow from 12,000 rupees to 18,000 rupees, then you can't be limited to event operations executive role only. Then you have to play the role of event production. He said, sir, what is event production? I said, see, today you are only procuring materials from the market in time for the event. In event production, you have to learn technical knowledge about events. Why is the stage size so much? Based on the hall and the audience size. What kind of sound system is required? What kind of LED wall is required? What kind of ambience decor is required? What is the kind of seating style? What is required on the console in terms of the switchers, the lighting controls? You need to learn the technical aspect of events, and you need to supervise the production of events, which is done by our vendors. So you need to know what the sound guy needs to do, what the stage guy needs to do. You need to coordinate with the vendors and produce events. That's event production. For that, we can pay you 18,000 rupees. You should procure for event during the day, but in the evenings, you should stay back and go for event production, and he learned how to manage vendors, how to coordinate production. For the next 6 months, for 1 year, he did this. Does he deserve a career growth now, everybody? Yes or no? Now I said, Naveen, you have the knowledge for events. But the problem is this. For you to move from production to client manager, it's not just the knowledge of events. Two things have to change. Number one, your presentation in front of the client. You can't go in front of the client like this. You need to change your dressing sense. You need to groom yourself well. Second, you need to learn how to speak English and how to even write emails professionally in English, because now you have to coordinate with the client. We said you need to learn how to speak and write English, and you need to improve your dressing etiquette. Here's what he did. Every day, he would watch one English movie on YouTube with subtitles. Next, every time he would write an email, before he would send an email, he would show that email to his manager, Deepak, and Deepak used to give him feedback. Naveen, put comma here, put and here, and this is not they, this is he, this is she. Now, Deepak used to mentor him on writing. If Naveen talks to anybody in any other language apart from English, if Naveen talks to anybody in Kannada or in Hindi, then Naveen has to pay 200 rupees fine. What have we done? We created an environment for him to improve his English. My wife Bhakti went shopping with Naveen. She taught him how to buy clothes, how to match clothes. We mentored him, and at the end of 1 year, this was Naveen. Now watch. He grew from 18,000 to 25,000. His role did not change. He is still a client manager today. From 25,000, he grew to 35,000. From 35,000, he grew to 40,000. From 40,000, he grew to 50,000. Today, he draws 60,000 rupees per month. He drives his own car. That's his Swift Desire. He's married, blessed with a baby daughter. Our job as business owners is to give clarity of career growth and the skills required and create that opportunity for our team members. I will tell you one thing. It gives a lot of satisfaction when you make a difference to your customers. But it gives you 100 times more satisfaction when you make a difference to your team members' lives. How many of you agree? What have you given for you to deserve what you want? That's the question you need to wake up every morning and ask yourself. You see then how your business grows. If you found Naveen's story inspiring and you would like to build such an inspiring team, then I have an invitation for you. I want to invite you to my 2.5-hour training called the Business Success Workshop. At the Business Success Workshop, I work with entrepreneurs for them to understand whether they are building an owner-driven business, a money-driven business, a team-driven business, or a system-driven business. And then I teach them how to build a system-driven business so that they come out of the trap of month-to-month survival and they actually build a growing business. So make sure you click on the link below and register yourself for the upcoming Business Success Workshop and help me help you achieve the next level of results in your business. I look forward to seeing you at the Business Success Workshop.